Hello, my name is Dr. George Mochocki, and welcome back to Introduction to Business, offered by the College of Lake County. This is a fully online class, uh, so let's get going. Before I, This is a quick overview of what's expected for next week. Gives you that little personal touch, so you're not just only reading, you get to see who your instructor is behind uh, the forum responses and questions. Last week you did pretty good on the forums. We talked about economics, and I think and also global. So we learned a lot about different cultures, different things to look at. Most of you posted by Monday midnight, so then I responded to you by Tuesday. I'll usually respond to your posting. If you wait till Wednesday or Thursday, how can you have any kind of interaction in the discussion board? That's why I make you do it real early, so then you could respond to other people. You don't have to respond to every time you log in, just like you do your social media or your email. You check it, you go back, you check it, you go back. That's how you create an interaction. Remember, the discussion boards are a replacement of the full lecture in the classroom. So I'll always try to give you a little comments, either to the whole group or specifically towards you. But as we go forward more and more, I want you to be able to take the initiative and look at other people's posting and give them some words of advice, especially going forward, because in this week's forum, you're going to be coming up with a business plan, a new idea, a new concept. So you're not going to be doing a full business plan. You're going to be doing what I would consider a feasibility study. I want to open up George's hot dog stand. I like hot dogs. I worked for somebody that did hot dogs, so I got a pretty good idea, but now I want to go on my own. I have the option, what we're going to find out in this chapter 5, that we're going to go forward. I think it's on ethics, how do you do it legally. And then chapter 5 is on open up a business, type of different business or organization. Am I a sole proprietor? Most hot dog stands, you can start off sole proprietor. Am I a partnership? What's the benefits of that? Am I a corporation, limited liability? All those are types of organization, or am I working for somebody? Either small business, medium, or corporation, and they say, George, we have some money, we want you to find a new market for our product, or we're coming up with a new product, how are you going to sell it out there? So remember, you're going to look at, so what I wanted to say, with your discussion boards, help people out like you would in a network. Even if they don't respond to you, I responded to him or her and she never said nothing back. Hey, that's okay. A lot of people respond to me, and I don't respond to you in every forum. Just like in the classroom, I'll say a few questions, you have the answers, I'll respond to you, but you're supposed to be able to help other people. Your job as a business owner, whether you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or you're a manager working for a company, for an organization, working for somebody else, in reality, you are kind of like your own mini business owner, only someone else is funding it. Your job is to make connections with people. How do I get them into the business? How do I get them to like my product? Not that I send them an ad and they never came back. Look how many ads I get for stuff. This is your last catalog. They want that connection, that relationship. Start doing your networking here. For those of you who are going to be owners, those of you going to have your own business, how are you going to make those connections? You help people out, and then when you need them, don't say, I gave them and I need something else. That's not how you build a relationship. You give, and down the road, they'll give back to you. Trust me, it always works. Okay, so we're all right. So your forms are doing good. Now look, when you're going in there, I always want you to check your grades. I try to keep your grades very current. Let's see, I'm in a student mode here, so I kind of put my own grade since I don't know what grade I got yet. I'm like the student. Oh, what am I doing? My grade, total grade, all my grades. View my grading criteria. I don't really have much because as a student, I'm not grading anything. But you'll have your percentage, and you're always going to have extra. You're going to have like what your current grade is. So when you come into your Blackboard, you'll see your current grade. If I had to give you a grade now, if you say, well, how well am I doing? You'll see an A, B, C, D. Even if you're not there, some of you are at C's. I have many in B's and A's because you're doing the homework. So if you look at the homework, you do the homework, do the activities, you get the grades. Some of you are like in a D or a C. That is still early. We're only in week 3. Start doing the forums. the discussion boards. Those are the ones that are easy points. You could come back and you put your input. Okay, so you have that. Check your grades. Let's see what we have. For, remember your Learn Smart assignments. You could do them in advance. I have them all. Your Learn Smart assignments. So if you have time in the class or at work or something else, and you got a little free time after you enjoy yourself, have a little of your own free time. You got to be able to balance work and family. When they say family, it's basically your own social life. So give you some time, but you did sign up for this course. You did do this. This gives you flexibility. You could be on 24/7 within the day. It's not like one day you go to classroom one day, but then you have to do other homework assignments. So here you're on the form. You just spread it out, do a little work, come back, do a little work, and by Saturday, when you have to do all your paper, your Learn Smarts are due, any kind of exams are due, you're finished. Okay. All right. So we have this. So you can do those in advance. Now let's see. We have our weekly homework assignment. Week 2 is going to be turned off. I leave it on until Sunday, then it's gone. So if you didn't do any work, it's not there no more. Going forward in the discussion board. If you look at this week's discussion, you're going to come up with your own product or an idea going forward. That we're going to be doing a feasibility, the first step of a business plan. Does it make sense? Is it sustainable? So what's going to happen once you start posting whatever you posted? If you don't post anything, you're not going to get any kind of feedback back. When I close those discussion boards, you may be able to look on the grade you get and see what you posted. You may not be able to see other people. So if there's something that is very important, copy it into your paper. You're going to start doing your paper. I want you to go in here, and it says students. Let's see what the heck we have in here. Business feasibility information. Go in there. I have an hour YouTube telling you what's required. So this way, and then in the form next week, not this week, next week I have a water cooler form. You could ask any questions on that. Okay? We still got some time, but I want you to start going. Okay, so now we're going to go into week 3. Oh, before I go back in week 3, let me go back in here. Let me go in here. You're going to have your first exam in week 3. Exam 1 is going to be open Wednesday, and it's going to be open till Friday. I think you have an hour, same amount of time that I give into the classroom. I think there's like 25 questions. Each question's worth 2 points. The last chapter and chapter 5 are short essay questions. I'm expecting at least a full paragraph that's like about 5 to 8 sentences. Just don't give me a definition. Tell me a little bit more, so I know it's in your own words, so you understand whatever the question is on the exam. Because it's like I think you're going to have 2 essay questions, each worth 5 points. Okay, so let's click on. So now you're going to be covering chapter 4. We're going to be talking about ethics and behavior. What's the ethics? And I got a YouTube on that, and different ownership. When you're looking at ownership, the biggest theme of the whole thing is how to reduce my risk. That's why corporation, limited liability that you read about and you see in the Connect Learn Smart in my lectures is very important. I'm a hot dog stand. Why I could just be a sole proprietor. I'd rather be a LLC, limited liability, because if they sue me for my hot dogs, give them salmonella or something else, they sue the business, but they can't go after my assets, my house, and everything else. Okay, so you have your discussion. Okay, now this one, because I don't have the discussion open yet. Let me see, weekly assignment. Let me just get back here real quickly. I had it set up for noon, so people would finish whatever they had on the other one. So you're going to have for your weekly homework assignment, what you're going to do is, remember, I'll have in here week 3. I'm back in in instructor's mode. This way I know something's not working. I always check that. Remember, I'm live when they have these. So you're going to be talking about a research topic. You are going to, in your subject area, reply to me, give me a new business that you're going to open up. It could be George's hot dog stand. I've never been one, or I'm buying another hot dog stand, whatever. Or I am working for a company and I'm opening up, or I have an existing market, let's say clothesline, and I'm trying to go to a different demographic, maybe a different part of Chicago, different types. Instead of selling to Polish people, I'm going to be selling to maybe African Americans. How do I change my mix? It's still a suit, do I have to do any kind of changing? But I just want you in a subject area, you can say, I'm opening up a hot dog stand, I'm opening up this. So that other people could respond to you, and I know what you have. And I say, okay, that's a good topic. It could be anything you're doing, something that you have a passion for, because you'll be building. the chapters going forward, your discussion boards going forward will be building on. So if we're going on the next week's chapter, even on this week, I'm going to be opening up as a sole proprietor, and I'm an ethical hot dog vendor. I'm going to open up a corporation from the beginning. Next week, we're going to be talking about organizations and products. So you'll be taking your conceptual idea and you'll be discussing it. You'll be reading a book, you look at my lecture, how do I apply this that I've learned? Instead of just knowing the definition, how do I apply it towards George's hot dog stand? Or whatever you coming up towards opening up a Methodist church, towards opening up a synagogue, whatever you want to open up. You know, even if people open up where's the location at? Where could I open up? Where is the zoning, right? You know what I mean? So you're just doing a feasibility. Is this the right market? Are there people to sustain me? So you're just going to put that up there, and you're going to go in here, because you're going to be, this is also, you're going to be helping each other in the discussion board, but you'll be building your paper. So in your, once you start this topic, I want you to go in here, and I have a concept map, and it's going to talk about feasibility. Print out my concept map, and there's 7 headers you have to address, plus a recommendation statement and a executive summary in business. That be basic means, here's my business, here's what I'm going to do. You know, just to give me a quick abstract if you're looking for my English majors, right? In business we call it executive summary. It gives me a quick overview what my idea is, and then you're going to go through, you know, marketing, financing, and all this stuff. Remember, at this level, I just want you to know the concepts. You do a little numbers, very little. It's just so you conceptually understand. Here's the part, and then when you take me or other instructors, either at a community college here at College of Lake County, or other community college or other four-year universities, you build on this. So when you're ready to open up the business, you have a plan, a roadmap. I'm not going to say it's going to be right. Look, I take a roadmap. I said there's an accident. I got to take a detour. That's what business is. It's just what it is. But feasibility, you're going to say, I know who my customers are. I know I'm going to open up. I know the cost constraint. I know what I have to do. I know I'm going to get my financing. I know what the zoning laws are. I know my customer base. I know their wants. It's just all you're going to be building. And then as you build, and now when you're ready to go, you have a higher probability of being successful. Okay, so you have that, and then you reply. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into my weekly things. Now, the other thing I'm going to go back, weekly homework assignment. So you click on here, that's the folder. Okay, sorry, I'm going quick. Remember, I'm live. I want to get through here. These are just links. You click on here. I'm just going through it. Some of you came in a little bit later. So this just connects here. So you have your chapters. So you're doing all right. I'm back in here. Your exam 1 is going to be open. You have, it's worth 50 points. There's 25 questions. It's from chapter 1 through 5. 5 questions per chapter. I think I give you more than enough time, whatever the time is. So when you're going to come in here, right, see, it's going to tell you you have from Wednesday, I think, to Friday or Saturday. It gives you enough lead time. You don't have the whole time. It's not going to take a home exam. Kind of, because, you know, you're at home. I'm watching you. But when you go and take the exam, you have the time frame. Look at the exam. Do the homework. Find the time frame your mind is good. You're not tired. You're not groggy. You're not stressed out. You have from Wednesday to Friday or Saturday. Look at the date. I teach other classes. And once you start that exam, you have the time to complete it, one setting. Okay? Remember, if there's any kind of problems with the exams, we really did a quick quiz. You did in what you call week 1, so you kind of have a general idea. And the last chapter is going to be 2 essays. The college and all colleges, I'm trying to help you write across the curriculum. So it's going to have to be written at college level. It has to be, you know, it has spell check and everything else. And make sure that you utilize some of the terms and concepts. So you want to get the full point on there. Okay, so otherwise, let's see what else we have. I'm almost done. I think I'm almost past my 15 minutes. And then you have my lectures online. Remember, you have the full lectures. I would look at them first. You could take my concept maps. Remember, you have my mind maps here. My lectures are here for those who want to work ahead before the class starts. You could look at my lectures. They're always available for you. And you should do pretty good. And my mind maps are also available. They're in PDF files. And I think I may not have a link here. Click on here, and we're in chapter. What I would do before I do the lecture, we're doing chapter 4. I'll click it on here, print it out, and as you're reading, as you're listening, remember you've got the pluses. That means on my concept map here, you don't have it. When you do my lecture, I go through in detail in a slower pace. You could slow me down, you could turn me off, talk about the voice, and write it with your own hands. Why do you write it? Because now the more senses you involve, the better you are retaining. Remember, this is Introduction to Business class. It's a foundational course, a survey class. Every chapter we're doing is every business has, at some point has to utilize that functionality or that discipline within that business or understand the concept and the vocabulary. Then you take more and more classes. So that's why we're only doing a feasibility. From the limited knowledge you have now, what do I do? What's ethical? Well, how do I do the business? And now you're building it up. So by the end, you're going to give me a final product. And for some of you, it will be your first template when you are may down the road open up your business or operation or working for a company. If you're working for a company and you know there's a new idea coming out there, and this is the idea I want to strive, I would, how do I present it? So this feasibility study, this paper that you'll be doing will give you at least a start, a good rough outline. And plus it'd be, in most cases, maybe, and then you add on, you take the marketing, you take the business law, you take the accounting, and now you have a better business plan. But it'll be good enough for you to at least see how all the pieces fit. Again, remember, everything starts off with weekly assignments. Make sure you check your grade to see what your current grade is. If it's not where it's at, you're only in week 3. You always know what your grade is, current, how many percentage of the total points that are out there, and you'll do well. Remember, a lot of people in this course will end up with their B's and A's, but I do give C's, D's, and some fail. You don't do nothing, this is what you got. Okay? So get the forums, and once you get into the routine, you'll be doing very well. And I'll see you in the forums. Again, my name is Dr. George Mochocki. This is a quick overview for week 3, covering chapters 4 and 5. And you're coming up with a new business venture, so this will make it very more interactive. And I'll see you online.